No.
Ryan?
I think it solves it that both will be back. My biggest worry was that all of a sudden one leaves.
Yeah.
And so I don't, once again, I'm not on the inside on that. I talk to you guys, obviously, and, let that competition, everybody says the sooner the better.
Yeah.
Let them keep swinging at it.
Besides having sat in the same seat, you couldn't get four more different looking guys up there on that dais. And yet, what do y'all all have in common in your mind? Former head coaches.
Great question, Tim. I think this place is so unique, and because I've been other places, and there's not the camaraderie. It's been that way. I understand that before Woody Hayes was that way. That John Cooper, I'm as close to him, and Jim Tressel, I would call him. I'd call Coop, and Coop's around all the time. They all pull for each other. And that's not the case everywhere. And it's a little bit like the story I told you in 2012. Those 25 guys could have left. Not one left. And as a result, Ohio State didn't slip. Like most programs have a downturn. Where's Ohio State's downturn? It didn't happen.
Talking about guys leaving, just NIL, how have you seen Ryan Day operate that and transition as it changes day by day?
This is really interesting. Gene Smith said at one time, when a player transfers, I used to get so angry. And one day we're talking, and he said, you know what, maybe we're looking at this the wrong way. Instead of getting angry at the player, find out why he left and fix that. I thought that was really, really strong by Gene. That came from Gene Smith. I think that's the approach here is if something's happening and a player decides to leave, which they're allowed to do, yeah, you can be pissed off at the player, but go find out why. Maybe there's something between that assistant coach. Maybe there's something in the training room. Maybe there's something just not right.
Back on the tube this fall?
Yeah, big noon kickoff. And, our numbers are good. Our team's good. We love doing it.
Wouldn't you like another chapter, though?
No, my chapter, that book's closed. So it's going to be TV and grandfather.
From what you've gleaned, who's got the head start or who's got a lead in finding their starting quarterback amongst Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, maybe even Clemson?
I just read like you guys. I'm not on the inside. I think after spring we'll know a lot. But
what a spring, right? For those 14.
Oh, think about that. Maybe not in the last 2 decades has that happened to a big 3 or 4 where there's quarterback uncertainty.
Just from your personal, was it like to share the stage with past, present?
I think we did it one time. I did it one time. I had Luke Fickle, Tress, I believe, Coop, and we were up there one time. So I think it's great. I think it won't be the last time.
You're always getting questions about what's going to take to beat Michigan, but there's half of that Ohio State coaches can't control, and that's Michigan getting better. What's it been like to kind of watch that rivalry intensify?
I said this many times. I argue with anybody. I'm not sure there's anybody that's ever respected that rivalry more than I have. I studied it. We had a little board everywhere about who they recruited, what they were doing offensively and defensively. And one coach, that's all he did, was watch them year round. So when someone said, well, the team up north wasn't very good, then I would look and say, you don't really understand this rivalry. You don't understand that when we played them, I think 3 times they were in the top 5 in the country. So they're always good. When someone said they're not very good, then usually that conversation ends quickly. Because first of all, that guy doesn't respect the rivalry. So they're it's one of the top programs in America. They've got a great coach, and it's a great rivalry. So what do you got to do to beat it? You got to control line of scrimmage. The history that Ryan and I talked about that he did a really cool thing with the team, and he reviewed that with the team. What are the 10 bullet points of a winning game? And number 1 is always going to be control line of scrimmage.
How much confidence do you have that Ryan Day is the guy to get that back on track?
No doubt. No one better. As a friend, as a guy Ryan Day can lean on. Obviously, I got a family member on the staff, and so I pull for him. So proud of the way they recruit. I mean, this is next level stuff, especially offensively.
Would you handle NIL?
You have to adapt. I think the purist of NIL is outstanding. Like when I saw who I think is the best player last year and this year, Marvin, he was the best player in football last year. When I see him sign a big money deal, I think that's fantastic. He's earned that. when I see the word collective, I kind of, and they're giving it to recruits. That's cheating. That's not what you're supposed to do. Let the player come here and earn what you got to earn. But when I started seeing about all that other stuff, I think it's fantastic. Players should get name and likeness. That's what it is, name and likeness. Not inducement.
You kind of heard this before, but the transfer portal, the fact that you could just go. I mean, think about what Mickey put those guys through in 2012.
They were all left.
They're right.
They're all left. That was kind of one of the things I tried to do, is make it so hard that you found out who wanted to be here. You can't do that.
You would have to coach different.
I don't know. I think there's some programs that still you'd have to adapt. You'd have to adapt.
You still on the board? You still do much of the collective here with the foundation stuff?
I'm on the board and I'm friends and I'll talk to the guys once in a while, but I'm not really out here.
What is it about Ohio State that makes you always want to come back here?
I'm from Ohio. I've been a Buckeye as far back as you can say the word Buckeye. I grew up in the 70s, with the Woody Hayes and Bo Schembechler, and I still tear up when I see the band come out. When I see Hang On Sloopy, so that'll never change.